Hi, Gail here, Radio Kidnappers, and we are in May. So what we do at the beginning of the month, of course, is we look at the cards that may relate to you and your life situation. I've also got some information around your birth sign and May itself and what you can expect, and I've written it down because my memory is terrible. But I also just wanted to mention that we have an eclipse on April 30th. We have another eclipse on May 15th, and between these times you might just feel a little bit disorientated, maybe a little bit like what's up, what's down. Not badly, you know, just a little bit like you're in the twilight zone or zoned out a little bit or something like that, you know. So it's not huge, it's just there are some pretty significant readjustments going on. These adjustments are within yourself, within your life, and so you're likely to feel a little tired, maybe a little more tired than normal, and apologies if you've already been feeling tired because a lot's been happening worldwide. So just so that you know, it's not just you. There is an explanation and a reason, and the moon has a lot to do with how we feel and, you know, how we are motivated and not motivated. And yeah, so just go easy a little bit on yourself as far as that goes. You might be a little bit more self-focused in May, and you might just feel like getting out there and doing a little bit of something or having a little bit of adventure, and that's not unusual. May in aspect is a bit of a mix-up month. It's a bit of a time when there's lots and nothing. There's a mess and there's you know, the cleanup. There's just things not being finished. So yeah, it's just an adjustment month perhaps all round. So we'll just look at it at that way. But I'm just going to quickly tell you about run through your sun signs and run through what I wrote down for that could be how you're feeling or things that you can operate from or work with. And it's always about navigating your life with who you are and how you're able to manage things. Yeah, if you know it's not just you and that there's a reason, you can manage pretty much anything. So what I'll around about the third week in May, all of you actually may find that things start to move a little bit in a good direction. They become a little bit, I wouldn't say clearer, but you just can see a little bit more. There's a little bit more, say, oh yeah, there's a direction I can see that maybe something's happening. So first I started with Taurus because the eclipse is in Taurus on the April 30th. So Taurus, are you, so that's for you that were born between April 20th and May 20th, you're likely to have epiphanies and pretty much ideas come to you. It's like having a little spark that goes, oh, that's why that happened. Okay, so, but it's also around why you felt so restless and why you felt like you're waiting and that you've needed to wait. And you'll just go, oh, that's why I had to wait. You'll see things happening in your life that reflect that. And you'll have some sort of, I just need to change something. I just need change in my life. And yeah, all that kind of stuff for Taurus. We've got to go to Gemini. So Gemini, for you, Gemini, and these are ones of you who were born around June 22nd to July 22nd. No, sorry, June 21st to July 21st. Sorry about this. I might do this because I wrote things down. I'm not very good reading things, as you know. So Gemini, it's all about balance. And you've got a need for something sort of exciting, interesting, but you've also got a need for quiet. So how are you going to balance those, both aspects in the month? I don't know. Your need for quiet and for a time out, if you like, is it's like something in you is kind of looking at why you tend to sabotage yourself, get in your own way, do things that don't work out for you. That's self-sabotage. So it's inner work, really, that you need your time out for. But it's helpful too, because then you find out, oh, this is what I've been doing to myself. So when we look at routines, you know, all your day-to-day stuff, whatever's going on inside you kind of trumps it, overlays it. It's much more important than just your everyday stuff. Then we go on to Cancer. If your star sign is Cancer, then that is your sun sign, by the way. June 22nd to July 22nd. This is a good month for you in the way that if you achieve something, or if you're good at something, or if you have success in something, the other people around you will kind of show you who they are to you. So in other ways, you'll find out who's friend, who's not friend, who's supporter and who's not supporter. They'll show you their true colours. Okay. And more, you'll want to be yourself, your true self. You'll want to be, I don't know, I just feel you'll feel a little bit more proud of yourself, Cancers. And that will actually kind of draw people to you that are new to you, that you perhaps like strangers but are more interested in you as a person. So that's pretty nice. But in the same token, then some other people may drift away as well. So the thing for you this month, Cancers, do more of what you've got time for rather than what is expected of you. Now, Leos. So Leos are July 23rd to August 22nd. I wrote it down because my memories just shoot. And these days sometimes altered just slightly. So Leo, if you're a Leo, it's kind of like maybe learn something new. Something that you haven't learned about before, or just something different, just something to give your mind a little bit of a reprieve, a break. Because it'll spark some sort of inspiration. And I feel for Leos, because I'm one of them, that there's perhaps been a little bit of a stalling on inspiration. This month, that changes. If you kind of like just, I don't know, read something different about some other subject, and it just could get that, can inspire you in different ways. And it says that you may feel some sort of motivation or desire to share what you do, to share your work in some way with others, or in a bigger way than what you've been doing. And also motivate you to make new connections, or to establish new connections. The number one thing though for Leos is you've got to enjoy it. It's got to be fun. You've got to really like it. Otherwise, it's not for you. It won't last long. So Virgo, we go to Virgo. So August 23rd to September 22nd, and this is time where, for you, Virgo, you'll go inside. You'll kind of like turn your focus in on yourself a little bit. It's about kind of balancing your finances and your probably every aspect of your life, so that there is actual balance. So you're similar in some ways to Gemini, but it's different. This is actually to do with your day-to-day stuff. What else did I put here? Oh, this is also really important, Virgos, is to look after your emotional well-being, your emotional self. You will find yourself needing to do this. And if things aren't working out in your life, walk away, come back, try again. Okay? That's your kind of motto for the month. There's something about this month for you Virgos where, you know how you always say the same kinds of things? Sometimes they're habitual kind of sort of like things that work for you in your life, that methods, that beliefs, methods, all these sort of things that you say that works for you. Well, this month you're going to question that a little bit. It's not going to be quite so. It's a good thing. It's a good thing because sometimes we can get a little bit stuck in what our patterns and our habits are. So for you, Virgo, this is helping you to kind of move a little bit away from that. So you may not believe what you've always said to yourself, but that's good. Just don't take yourself too seriously. And you are right if you question things about yourself, your life, and everything that you've kind of like followed. Especially if they're tried and true. If they're tried and true for you, this month you're going to question a little bit, but that's actually okay because it's going to open doors in other ways for you later on. There was something else around the May the, hang on a minute, I've got to go back because I know I wrote something down about things that started in November. So I think this is around the 24th of May. I can't see it because when I look back I often can't see what I've written. Around about, I think, the 24th of May, there is things that were started in November 2021. From the week of the 24th of May will come in and they'll be completed in some way. You've got to make sense out of that for your own life, but things that were started in November and were happening in November actually sort of round themselves off, if you like, in May. They finish, they complete, they sort themselves out. It's done. Okay, sorry, back to Libra. September 23rd to October 22nd. And for you, Libra, this is really interesting because it's around love. So this is relationships, this is love of self, this is love of others. It's about allowing yourself to feel vulnerable this month, May, to being loved, feeling maybe sometimes the hurt that comes with that, but allowing yourself to be vulnerable so you get the full experience of the emotion because it makes you more caring, sympathetic and loving. I'm not saying that you're not, you are, but whatever you are and however you are now, it makes you more of that. And we all need love in the world, and we all need to be able to feel love in the world, because if we didn't care, we would just barrel on through and hurt people, and we don't want to do that. So it's a very courageous thing to do, to allow yourself to be open to love this month and to feel the joy and pain of it. And you've got plenty of courage, Libra. So in effect, Libra, you are this month, by opening yourself up to love and feeling it, allowing yourself to live, because love is life. And if you do that, there will be some really beautiful experiences that you have. You will see the beauty in things. Yeah. So Scorpio is October 23rd to November 22nd. This is not Epiphanies, but again, it's interesting how it's similar. Taurus is Epiphanies for May, and Scorpio is Inspirations. And inspirations are there for you in May, and they can just kind of like get rid of all of that tiredness, achiness, that stuckness that you've been feeling in your life. And you'll have a renewed sense of who you are, what you can do and what you're capable of. Now, every relationship you have, now this is, I always say, it's from the person in the shop to your closest intimate relationships, your family and everything, okay? But every relationship in May will mirror back to you. And the mirroring back actually will have some quite profound changes in you and in your life. I don't know, it just will help you quite, it will just have an effect on you, so you'll notice it more and you'll act on it because you notice it. You'll respond to it because you notice it. But it tells you a little bit about yourself as well and what you're putting out there to others. So, what have I got here? Getting harder to read. So, end of the month, you might just be more interested in how you're going to do things, the strategies of what you're going to do and how you're going to do it. You are becoming, by the end of May, the new you. So Scorpios, you're becoming a new version of yourself, which starts at the end of May. What else we got? Sagittarius, November 22nd to December 21st. I don't know, I get pay attention to detail, to what matters this month, and you've got an energy thing that goes on. It's like work hard, play hard. It's not so much about balance for you, which I find is interesting, those Sagittarians. It's more like pay attention to things you have to pay attention to. If you're at work. Do you know? If you're at home, yep, you can have fun, you can relax. There are responsibilities you need to take care of and be more attentive to doing, because you're likely not to want to. So, yeah, and just enjoying the benefits of your work and your efforts and everything else. So, it's reasonably okay for you this month, Saggy. But I think Saggies cruise sometimes, don't you? Yeah. You take it as it comes. You're the old men of the zodiac, you know it all. Capricorn, December 22nd, January to January 19th, that's you. So Capricorns in May, you're actually moving in a direction toward your desires this month, and you just got to kind of back yourself up a little bit. You need to creatively, in whatever way, express yourself and express what you do and express how you do it. It just helps you feel alive every day, for one thing. But it also encourages that creative part of yourself to kind of develop a little bit more, or wake it up if it's been, like, seriously, Cappies, if you haven't done anything creative this month, you'll get that kind of like spurring on to do something. So follow it up, and you might be surprised. Your ideas will shift, and these will be around relationships, work and belonging, and where and how you belong in the world. And then this month also, and probably toward the end of the month, it's like, what choice will you make now? You could say that to yourself every day. What choice will I make now? And please incorporate some sort of creativity into it, just because it's going to work better for you this month. Aquarius, January 20th to February the 18th. It's different this month. So Aquarius, please be more careful. You're a risk taker sometimes, and this month you're in danger of overdoing things. You extending yourself too much, working too hard, playing too hard maybe, I don't know, but definitely just doing more than you are capable of doing. And like, for some of you, it's not going to work out too well. For others of you, it actually could work out really well. It's just a little bit of a heads up that you may have a period of time later on that you're going to have a rest up time because you've overdone it this month. So we'll see how that goes. So this is like, if it's easy, roll with it, just go with it. Don't push it. Don't try and make it more, because that's the bit that could work or maybe not work for you. Just go with it. Easy is good, actually. You don't necessarily like easy, but easy actually has its own benefits, and you know, May's the month that you get to kind of see that if you allow yourself to just go with it, and go. That means go with the flow, not struggle against it. Pisces, you are February 19th March to March 20th. So this is a month where changes really can happen for you. So the wording is, if you don't look too closely at what you've got to do every single day and that you have to do it, if you let go of that a little bit, then and just look outside and look at not the bigger picture, but if you just look at what else is there out there, be curious about that. You know, what else is going on that's not right under my nose that I have to do. It's like, try and be a little bit less diligent about all of those responsibilities that you have. I'm trying to be careful with my words here, because it's just like, break free in some way. Some of the things that you are doing are just habit. Some of the things you do without thinking, and that would be good to just kind of like look at that and see whether they're actually giving you enjoyment and happiness in your life, or if they're just making you feel a little bit, you know, kind of tied down and stuck in your life a little bit. Oh, there was the other thing too. And this is different, but the same, like, it seems opposite, but it's not. It's just like, be in your day, okay? Know what your day is. We're running out of time. How weird is that? Sorry, I'm really sorry. Instead of looking for the big extraordinary moment that you want to happen, just take a day at a time and make your little extraordinary moments as you go, or how you can have them. And just stay consistent. Start small and stay consistent is your motto. Aries, now that is from February 19th through to March 30. You may feel like you are going to be so confident. You may feel bulletproof. You may feel larger than life, and if you are going through a hard time in your life, seriously, if you're experiencing any kind of grief, then go and do something. Your antidote this month, which will work, is to go get involved in something. Find out what makes you come alive. And just before we finish, because if you want to come and have a reading with me, 027 416 6545 is my number. But I'm just going to pick one card for May for all of you to see in general what the flow of May will be like. Full of inspiration, intuition, motivation, instincts, all of those will come alive this month. All your latent abilities of psychicness, if you like. Secrets will be revealed this month as well. So look at that inner you, that feminine aspect of sensitivity, and walk around being a little bit more aware and sensitive of your environment. Yeah, it can feel a little bit hard sometimes, or a little harsh, but so many rewards for that as well. So many benefits come from that. On that note, lovely people, namaste. Have a really, really good month, and good month to clean out and clear out. And I know that we're not spring here, but it's good. Get ready for winter. Sort things out. Namaste.